To share with you how we use RSI. We call it the RSI pop. Now remember, every trading technique comes from a market tendency. First, you must understand what is the market tendency. What is market tend to do? Trend, range, this market tendency. You must understand market tendency first, and then find something to actually manage this tendency. Okay? Now we use RSIs not to trade sideways market. RSI is very useful for sideways market, ranging market they call it. We use RSI for a trending market because there's a tendency to trend. We know that. But instead of using a lagging indicators like moving average or ADX, we are using an oscillator. Okay? So a lot of people find it very unusual. Now remember, I don't trade the sideways markets. I use this to trade trending markets. Now what is a pop? Now when the indicators go above 70s, all right, and come down here, there's a hump here, we call it a pop. Is it okay? Okay, now over here, you go below the 30 and you actually move up above 30. Again, over here, we call it a pop. So you here, we have a RSI pop. At the top, at the bottom, this is called the pop. Now we already know this is a tendency of the markets. What is overbought, stay overbought. What is oversold, stay oversold. Now very often, security like champagne like this, when it hit the right pressure, it just break loose. That has been the observations. Okay, why? Very simple. When the market starts to trend for a long while, after it range, when it range for a long while, it cannot range all the time. It will start to trend. After it trend, it will range. After it range, it will trend. Can you understand this? For those people who attend my these free workshops in the Invest Fair, I mentioned that these are called mode of the market. All right, there are three modes. From ranging market to trading market to ranging market. Ranging market to trading markets. Alright, so in between the transition, we call it the breakup or reversal. So three things. Ranging to trending, trending to ranging. Alright, and you find it very difficult to understand. I explain those people who attend the Free Talk Invest Fair. You just got to remember when the market trend is like working, when the market range sideways is resting. Is it okay? Alright, so market work and then market rest. You got to be reasonable with the market because we also work and then we also rest. Is it correct? So we got to reasonable with the market. If the market work, we work. If the market rest, we rest. Except if you are self-employed or your business, you run your own business, you work and you never rest. Is it correct? Alright, so what happens if your boss continue to work, one fine day he will just collapse, right? Is it correct? And that is permanent rest. You still rest. Okay? So remember, market just oscillate between these two modes. Now this signifies a possible change in price development. So remember, once you hit overbought, it indicates there is possible change in the price development. That's all. It's an indication that we're not going to trade yet. Now we establish a long or short position when RSI enter overbought oversold. Okay, we establish long short when it actually enter overbought oversold. Just when everybody is considering too expensive or too cheap. So you notice we do the opposite. When it's overbought, I'm interested to buy. When it's oversold, I'm interested to sell short. Are you okay with this thinking? Remember, if it's trading market, it's good to do one. But it's just that because of the term, overbought, oversold, it kind of gives you the reservations. Mentioned before, RSI is very useful for sideways market in its original use. Alright, sideways market, sometimes we call ranging markets. Now, it's impossible to know when it's going to range and trend. I mentioned that before. Now, RSI is disastrous in trading markets if you use it in a normal way. Is it okay? Later I'll show you some example. There's a tendency for you to keep on buying in the down market. Why? Because oversold. Oversold means what? Cheap. So a lot of people like bargain hunting, they will continue to buy. Now, selling too early in the uptrends because overbought. Overbought means expensive. Expensive means must sell, right? So there's a tendency for people to actually sell in an uptrend market. Sell too early using those indicators. Okay, now what happened was that using RSI bot, we actually use it as an alert, that's all. Not yet trade, just alert you only. Okay, now this just gives you an alert that probably the strong trend is coming. Okay, just give you some simple example why RSI is disastrous in the trading markets. Okay, this is just past example. Now RSI here overbought. You can see this go above 70 is coming down. Now here we should sell short. Is it correct? According to what RSI designed for. So here we short again. Here we continue to short. What happened? Here you continue to short again, you think that this must be the way to do it. So you do it for a couple of times, you're gone. Right? Now, you actually feel that actually, no, cannot be. Lightning don't strike twice at the same spot, right? Is it correct? So you decided to actually try it out on this stock called Yang Zijiang. Because Yang Zijiang fundamental very strong. I think stronger than Costco. Whatever it is, I don't care. So this is what you think. Now over here, so cheap at buy. Right, it's cheap, isn't it, from here to here? Drop here a lot long, 290. Here about 120, 130. It's cheap. Real bargain. Here, buy some more, man. Here, buy some more. Buy even more, in fact. Right, here, buy even more. So finally, here, you gave up. Right? Now you tell yourself, right, lightning sometimes maybe try twice at the same spot, but 3 times impossible one. So you decide to try, okay? This lottery. Here, overbought, sell. Here, sell again. Here, sell some more. So if you do not understand the language of the markets, you're in trouble. Okay, this is the thing you don't do. Okay?